Okay, good morning, class 5. This is the third day of second week, and I'm here to deliver the lecture on future tense because tenses we were doing. My name is Nurul N, and I am your teacher. So this is your warm-up activity. What are you doing this weekend? What are you going to do when you finish school? Where will you live when you are 30 years old? Future tenses. So we did present tense, we did past tense. Present tense is actually when you're talking about the present time period. Past tense is like when you talk about something that has happened in the past. Now, there are certain differences of helping verbs and of the main verbs. Now, helping verb is actually something that is used or that comes after the subject. That is he, she, it, I, we, you, and they. The helping verb of simple present tense is do and does, and that of simple past tense is did if you're talking about negative and question sentences. The form of verb used in a simple present tense is the first form of verb, right? And the form of verb used with simple past tense is the second form of verb. Now here we come to future tenses, that is uses of will, right? So future tense, these are certain uses that when do you use future tense? So first is when you are about to make some instant decisions, right? When you're about to decide about something very quickly. So you use simple future tense. Just like, okay, I'll see you on Friday. Predictions based in what we think. So if you are talking about your personal, beliefs about some things, uh, you, what you actually believe in, what is your personal belief, right, about something, that is called prediction. So just like if I say that it will rain in the evening. Promises and okay, if you are there to make certain kinds of promises or to offer something, so you will use future tenses. Just like don't worry, I'll go and buy some food for you. So it's basically an offer. Now, simple future tense, we basically use will over here and be going to. Now, the difference over here is that um, future future progressive tense, just like okay, simple future tense, just like she will go to school, right? Or she will be going to the market. These are simple future tense. We have two types of verbs here. That is the helping verbs will and be going to is what you are going to use here. But first of all, let's just focus on will. Now with will, you always use first form of the verb, where in simple future tense, the verb that you use is first form of verb that is used with the helping verb will. Just like she will go to the market, she will go to school, she will cook the meal, right? Future progressive is actually future continuous tense. Over here, you will use subject, just like he or she, I, we, you. Then comes the helping verb that is will, plus be, which is the future auxiliary. Auxiliary is also a kind of helping verb, right? Plus verb, plus, okay, now since it is future continuous tense, basically progressive means continuous, right? It is future continuous, so you are going to use will plus be plus present participle form of verb. Now, present participle form of verb is basically the ing form of verb. Just like if I say, she will be going to the market, or he will be buying some clothes for his brother. Now, future perfect. Actually, you just have to recall what you did in present tense. because present and future, they have the same helping verbs. Clear? Now in present perfect, the helping verb was has and have. Again, in future perfect, the helping verb is have, right? Is have. So it will be subject plus will, which is the helping verb, plus have, plus past participle, the third form of verb. As I told you, in perfect type, you always use third form of verb. And in continuous type of tenses, you always use present participle, that is ing form of verb. So it will be a she will have washed the clothes, or she will have gone to the market, right? Future perfect progressive. So this is basically future perfect continuous tense, the fourth one. Progressive means continuous. Future perfect continuous. Now, in this case, if you recall what you did in present perfect continuous tense, the helping verb was has and have plus been plus ing form of verb because this is continuous. So it will be in future tense, you will just use will after the subject and the rest remains the same. With the only difference that you are not going to use has here. In future tense, you are only going to use have. So it will be she will have been going to the market. She will have been washing the clothes. She will have been buying some books. Okay, so simple future tense, this is exactly what I just told you a minute ago. That is, will is a form, will is used here. Affirmative is positive one, that is, I will travel to Madrid in October. I is the subject, will is the helping verb, travel is the first form of verb. Interrogative, will you travel by bus? Right? Negative, I will not travel. Always in simple future tense, you are going to use first form of verb. Will you travel by train or by bus? I won't travel by bus. Right? Won't is actually the short form of will not. So I won't travel by bus. I will probably travel by train. Right? Okay, sentence formation of sentence with will plus verb. Examples I told you in simple future tense. Please remember this. I'm mentioning this here as well, that in simple future tense you are going to use will with the first form of verb. Just like I will help him later, right? Subject plus will plus first form of verb plus object. That is, I will help him later. And in order to make it a question, will you be coming over? So I promise I will bring the book tomorrow. As I told you, okay, we use simple future tense if you have to make a promise. So I promise I will bring the book tomorrow. I, subject, will is a helping verb of simple future tense. Bring is the first form of verb. The book is the object, right? These are actually the that when you use them, we think he will win the competition. He is a Spider-Man. Now, I told you if you are about to mention your personal predictions about something, prediction means your own beliefs, what you think about outs, right? Some uh, something or what you believe. So we think he will win the competition. Again, this is a future tense. He is a subject, will, future helping verb, win is the first form of verb, so this is simple future tense. I want to eat. Will you take a cat away? Okay. Future progressive. Now, future progressive is basically future continuous tense. It is also mentioned over here. This tense is used to describe an event or action that will occur over a period of time at a specific point in the future. So, actually, future tense means कि you're talking about something that is yet to happen. वो चीज़ जो अभी हुई नहीं है और अभी होनी है. So the thing which is yet to happen or which is yet to take place in the future time period. Now, over here, this tense is used to describe an event or an action, something that will occur in a particular point of time, right? But that is connected with the future. So they will be sailing in the Atlantic Ocean by the time you arrive at the island. So by the time means ki when you will arrive, means that the person has not yet, right, come, and he has yet to come to the island. Sentence formation. So the first form of verb is what you are going to use here, right? It will be will plus be, and the ing form of verb is used as a main verb. Example is future continuous tense will be written as subject they plus will is the helping verb plus be plus ing form of verb plus object. So they will be waiting for us. They will not be waiting for us. Will they be waiting for us? I hope I will be feeling well tomorrow. In future continuous tense, you are always going to use ing form of verb. Future perfect. So this tense is used to describe an event or action that will be completed before another event or time in the future. So when you're talking about a certain thing or a certain activity or something that will be completed in the future time period, right? So you will be using future perfect. We will have finished the exam by the time class ends tomorrow. So future perfect actually tells you about a certain action that is going to take place in the future, but it will be completed before another action. Just like we will have finished the exam. This is future perfect. But when? By the time class ends tomorrow. So both these things that they are connected, right? So we is the subject, will is the helping verb of future, have is the helping verb of perfect, future perfect, finish is the form of verb that is in perfect. We always use third form of verb, right? So we will have finished. Examples, you will have spent all my money by this time next year. Will the boys have finished their tasks? This is question. He will never have the material that is needed. Next is future perfect continuous. So future perfect continuous. We use this time to express certainty about the cause of a future situation. So we actually use future perfect continuous when we are talking about certainty. That is something will definitely happen. There is no doubt there, right? We can give time reference by adding the word since. This time reference is there to identify the particular time the action will start. So as we all know that in perfect continuous uh, tenses, we always use since and for to mention the particular time period. These can have time context in which we specify time or cause of a future scenario because we are talking about future, right? Happenings. So here, when we are going to use since and for, it will mention that particular time, right? That will give the reference of that time along with the cause and the that specific scenario which is linked to the future. Sentence formation. So we have subject plus will plus have plus been plus were. Now, actually, in future perfect continuous tense or in past perfect continuous or in present perfect continuous, we always use been, right? With the helping verb. So subject plus will, which is the helping verb, plus have, which is the helping verb of perfect here, plus been, plus third form of verb, because sorry, the ing form of verb here, right? So it will be Time contest. We will have been cleaning the house for 5 hours before they come. Now, because the time period is not mentioned clearly, so we are using here 5 hours because I do not know, okay, since when this person is cleaning the house. And if this was, okay, we will have been cleaning the house since 6 o'clock. So since the time period is mentioned clearly, so we are going to use since. But here, since the time period is not mentioned clearly, I do not know since when this person is like cleaning the house, right? 5 hours from when? So before they come. Cause context. By this time tomorrow, he will have been working for 6 hours, so he will be very tired. It gives the cause here, right? Because since the person has been walking for so long, therefore the person would be quite tired. Okay, so you have a homework here. That is, in your opinion, which of these events will be good, bad for society, and why? So you actually have to write these things in the future context. That is, you're going to use future tense over here. First one is scientists will find life on another planet. That is, if you think a scientist would ever be able to find life on some other planet, right? Other than Earth. Second, all the students will stay at home to study on. Okay, so as you all know, okay, we are going through a pandemic, right? So, what do you think if you just have to sit at home and take online classes? Third, people will control the weather. Do you think that people would ever be able to control the climate? Because the we have got a lot of advancement in the technology, right? And do you think that scientists or people would be able to control the climate? Robots will do all the housework. That since again we are having a lot of advancement in technologies, right, and all these things. So do you think that a time will come when people would have certain kinds of machines, right, to do their housework? You have to use future tense in order to write about these things. You just have to write on any one of these topics, right, which you think is good or feasible for you. This is it, and I hope we meet again in our next class. You shall be having your next class tomorrow now, and we shall be going through all these tenses again. We shall be going through the summary of all these tenses, that is past, present, and future. Okay, class, this is it. I'm going to sign out now. If you have any difficulty or if you think that something is not clear, you can ask me in my next class. And till then, take care. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.